Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alicia, and we're gonna get right back into another Insecure review, season 3, episode 3. Issa and Daniel are back at the house. They're in the bed. Issa's in his bed eating Cheetos. Disgusting. I'm surprised he didn't kick her out the bed, but he let her stay. And then I thought they were about to get it popping. Daniel's like, going down on Issa, and no. That's not what happened. That was all in Issa's head because that's what Issa does. Okay, she fantasizes about things that she might want to do or want to say, and she never does them. So they don't have sex. I was like, damn. But I mean, it is a good thing to see Issa like holding on and not just giving up the box just because she living with him. You know what I mean? Like, they friends first. So it's good to see that she's holding on to her box or whatnot, even though she knows she wants to give it up. She meets with Molly. They go to some weird little dog store. I don't know what they were doing at the dog store. But Issa's damn near about to eat some dog snack. Like, Issa, it's a dog store. Like, I don't know what she was thinking. But Molly tells her about, her new job. And she's so happy because she's going to be working with all black people. And Issa tells her that she been sleeping in the bed with Daniel, and automatically, she's gonna be like, what's that about? But no, Issa tells her, like, no, it's not like that. It's platonic. It's not like that. So, Molly side-eyeing her, like, yeah, girl, whatever, please. But I had to think about it for a minute. I was like, have I ever worked at a job where it was just black people? Like, all black people? And I haven't. I think the closest that I got to that was when I was a teenager and I worked at the YMCA, and everyone pretty much was black in the area, and everyone that worked at the Y and went to the Y was black, that Y at least. But I never experienced that. That would be very interesting. Hopefully I can do something like that, or start my own business, where I can employ, people of color. But Molly's really excited about the job. She goes to the job. She meets everybody, and she's just really, really psyched. Like, damn, look at us looking like a McDonald's commercial. Molly is stupid. Like, I like Molly a lot. Like, I feel like if I had to choose the character, I could be Issa sometimes with being a little bit awkward. But I'm more like Molly, and probably a little funny like Kelly. And because I'm really silly, But besides that, let me just get back to the review. Daniel meets with Khalil, and they're having some creative differences about, the melodies of the track that they're trying to get ready for Spider. But Khalil just basically was like, listen, I know what Spider likes. We're just going to leave it the way that I like it and how I know he likes it. So boom. And I knew that Daniel wasn't going to be too happy about that. Like, he took it, but Daniel got a real pride problem. Like, Jesus, he's just so exhausting with that whole thing, like, that he does. Issa goes to a job fair with her coworker, and they're looking for black people. But the lady's like, isn't it kind of illegal to just be, like, trying to hire black people? Oh, God. That whole situation with Issa's job is just ridiculous. But they're out there, at the job fair. They're looking for people. These group of kids perform, and I think what was it called, the Beat Crew. Issa really enjoyed it, and I forgot that Issa loves music. Like, that's another thing that keeps her connection with Daniel. So I'm just like, why wouldn't she apply for that job? Like, she talks to the guy, and obviously she was interested in the whole thing. And I was like, damn, like, that's something that you could be passionate about and connect with. Like, we got y'all, like, yeah, you helping, kids, but that whole music aspect of the Beats Crew and them exposing children to, different types of music and letting them express themselves, like, that's something that Issa, I could see her being passionate about. So I really think that Issa needs to go for that. But Molly goes back to work, and she's looking for this software. I don't know what kind of software she said, but docu something, I don't know. She's looking for the software. She realizes that they don't have it, and then her coworker comes in and let her know, like, girl, they come and they drop that off. He's usually a little late, but yeah, we don't do that. We do it manually, basically. And I was like, okay, so now we're bringing forth this whole thing about, black businesses, right? And do they cut corners? Why are they so as efficient as, a white corporation? And I think systematically there's reasons why. Um, but I think that Molly does need to take it a little bit easy. And her coming from this other firm, she is acting a little bougie to the point where, she tries to make a little joke at the meeting about, the boss not being there and him running late. And they like crack a joke back at her like, oh, okay, what they say? Something about, oh, if this, they didn't do that at her last firm or something like that. And Molly just like sunk in her chair. I was like, Molly, I know this is like something new for Molly, but like she's really excited about it, but she got to give those people a chance. And I think that's one thing that we do with black businesses. We don't give them the chance. As soon as we see something wrong or something that they do that another company doesn't do, we give them like check. We write them off. Like it's really not that. It's not a good thing. Like we need to give them chances. Seriously. Let's see what else happens. Oh, Issa goes to her, to meet the property manager guy, and they're looking at the apartments there. And I was just thinking, like, property manager. I don't know if Issa could deal with that. But the upside to it is that she gets to get an apartment for $750, and I was like, damn, like. With all that, her being in LA and all those, like, the gentrification going on, that's a good deal. So I think she should probably just do it just to get that deal on that apartment and just deal with the rest the best she could. So Issa and Daniel are like at the laundromat. They look so cute when they were at the laundromat in their little relaxed clothes. I never go to the laundromat like I should. I feel like I'm still dressed, you know what I mean? Like they look so comfortable in their sweats and stuff like that. And Khalil tells Issa about the track with Khalil and them trying to get the track ready for Spider. And let's see what else. Let me see. Well, she basically encourages him to, like, even though they haven't created differences or whatever, like, just do it for, the sake of learning and interacting and collaborating with Khalil, because, I mean, like she said, later on, like, you can do what you want, and you can just, you don't gotta listen to other people, even though you should still, take considerations, but you be able to do your own thing. She tells him about, the job with, the property manager job. And he says, like, you're going to be doing a lot. Like, are you tough enough? Like, can you handle all of that? And like, I can handle it. Let's see what else. Like, this episode wasn't all that, but it was cute. Then Molly goes and she meets with Kelly. They go out. I don't know if they were at a bar or something like that, but they went and hung out. Oh, and they had dinner, too. Kelly, and it was good to see Tiffany, a.k.a. Amanda Seals. And, Molly's just complaining to them about, the job. And Kelly makes a really good point, like, stop being hard on, this black business. Like, we always got something to say, So they let her know, like, girl, calm down, relax, stop complaining, give these people a chance. And I think that eventually she will. But it is a little different. Like I said, I've never worked in an environment where it was all black people like that. So it is a change. And it's unfortunate that it has to be a change, but it is a change. What else? Issa sits in on an interview with her employee, that girl she works with to hire that new employee, And the girl ends up asking her, like, girl, how are they like to us? And she's like, like they just, they do what they do or whatever. And she's like, well, she's been there for 5 years. So the girl's like, well, damn, like you must like it, like you've been here. And Issa's like probably, thinking in her mind, like, damn, I've been here for 5 years and no, I don't really like it. So that was something she had to really consider. And I think that made her open her eyes to, going to get back on her computer at work. Issa's a mess. And she looks up Beats Music, what is the Beats Crew, that job. And I really hope she applies for it. I hope she gets it. And hopefully they pay more, so she won't have to have 3 damn jobs. I mean, Jesus. Let's see. Also, Daniel and Khalil, they go and meet with Spider at the studio, and you know, Daniel plays this record for him, and I was listening to it, and I couldn't tell if it was if he changed it or if he didn't, but he did change it. And Khalil's face was like, wow, really? Khalil looked pissed off, and you know, but Spider said he was feeling it. And, you know, Daniel was in his glory, but I really think Daniel was dead ass wrong for doing that. Seriously. He really overstepped his boundaries. I don't think he should have did that at all, whether Spider liked it or not. And in the end, Spider, he ends up playing the regular version that Khalil had put together. And he's like, I like both of them. And it's to the point where he can't fucking choose. So he ends up playing something totally different for the kid. I mean, was it worth it? I mean, he got to see that you could put some, you know, some music together, you know, a beat together, a track together, but was it really worth it? Because like the whole collaboration is to, you know, network and build a relationship, and people know your work ethic, and you just like shot all that down, because moving forward, Khalil could probably tell people like, you're trash, like you did some pretty grimy shit. So I don't think he will respect him after that, and that might not be a good thing for him moving forward. So Daniel, you know, at the end of the episode, Daniel and Issa go out to eat, and he tells her, you know, because he's still in a little funk, but he tells her about the whole situation with Khalil and Spider, and Issa's like, damn, you should probably apologize. Like that probably wasn't cool. And he's like, how the hell are you gonna tell me or give me career advice? And she's like, whoa, like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, like, I'm always having to save you from doing shit. And, you know, your life is like all over the place. I was like, damn. Like, is he right? But it was just so rude. It was so mean. I felt so bad for Issa. And Issa just like, she really couldn't believe like he, you know, said that. I felt bad for her, and I think he felt bad, of course, later, because he tries to apologize. I'm surprised she slept in the bed with him. After he said that, I probably wouldn't even stay there. I would have left. Like, I would have to stay at Molly's house. I could not have stayed there. I don't know how she did that, but he tries to apologize and starts kissing on her and tries to give her some, you know, head, and she's just like, I can't do it. I want to know why she couldn't do it, because I'm like I said, she's been keeping the, you know, her box under wraps, but like, I wonder, you know, why in that moment, because she's gonna still be cool with Daniel. Like, even though he said some mean shit, he apologized, she's still gonna be cool with him. She still wanted to have sex with him. So I don't know, but it was good that she, you know, stopped him. But maybe, like she said, maybe it was she didn't want to do it like that, you know, under them circumstances. So this episode was good. I would give it like a B+. It was good. But moving forward, Issa does, we see next week that she's gonna move into that apartment, and I'm curious to know how Daniel and Issa will interact now that he moved out of her house, because I think he will miss her. He really will miss her, and I think she's gonna miss him too. But it's time for a new chapter for Issa. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys soon.